Again, I remain your loyal girl, Olayemi Akinola. In our last video, we're talking about ways that you can, all the steps that you can utilize to retire strongly. Today, let's talk about steps to take to prevent, being affected by recession. It is no longer a news that the USA is heading towards, economic meltdown for a little while just because of the policies that are being rolled out. And right now is the beginning of trade war. What will happen next is up to, every individual in the country, right? So you have to brace up for the coming days. How do we do this? You must learn how to brace and protect your finances at this point in time. So let's talk about steps to take in order to prevent recession from affecting you. Number one, you want to create a budget. This is not a period whereby you just want to spend anything that comes to your hand. No, you must have a definite budget that you are going to, work with in a month or on a monthly basis, whichever one. Just work it out. It is very essential that you do that one. And then we are also going to talk about eliminating as much debt as you can. I know it's not possible to eliminate all the debt at once, but you want to ensure that all those bad debts are being removed. Your credit card debt, all those high interest, debts are out of your way, because the more debt you accumulate when recession looms, it's going to affect you badly, and you don't want that, right? So you must try as much as possible to ensure that you are putting in more payment into high interest debts that you have. If it is possible, try as much as possible not to be in debt before the recession will loom. Then let's talk about creating an emergency fund. We cannot underemphasize that importance, because this is the time many jobs want to they want to lay off staff, they want to do what's to call downsizing and all that, except for few jobs, like essential jobs like healthcare sector, food, agriculture and all that. Even at that, some still experience some kind of hardship during recession. So you want to ensure that you are trying to keep emergency fund. And what do we mean by emergency fund? Is keeping at least maybe 6 months of your monthly income in your savings account. And this is the best time to put your money in high yield savings account. You don't just want to put your money in an account that will not grow anything for you, because your money should override inflation. If inflation is at 3%, let the interest rate on your money give you at least 3%. We have a lot of online banking that that can offer such services, and you can also talk to your bank if they have such services. You want to put your money in, you might want to put your money in CD, bond, but the problem about all these ones are that they are restricted. You cannot just say you want to go and withdraw the money right there and it will be given unto you. So you want to ensure, all right, so you want to ensure that you can even consolidate your debt. Just make sure that you're working with a financial professional like us to ensure that you want to reduce your debt as much as possible. So creating emergency fund, debt management, they are very, very sacrosanct, to shield you when recession comes. So you also want to pay down some expenses. There are many ways to save money without affecting your lifestyle. Instead of dining out, you want to buy your groceries, cook your food. You want to go through some alternatives. This is not the time to go into shopping mall and be buying the things you want. You must be discreet about what you want to buy. If it is very essential, are there alternatives to it? You can check Facebook market. You can check lesser alternative. You don't need to go for those branded products. You can, as much as it offers same quality, then you want to go with that, because that's going to help you. That's going to save you a lot of money, save you hundreds of dollars in your pocket. So you want to think about that. So please, your lifestyle should be in check as we move to recession time. How do you invest during recession? You also want to learn how to not to put your money in volatile market at this time, because during recession, that is when market will go down. That is when stocks will be going down. Everything will be going down. So yes, some people might say that's the best time for them to even buy. Yes, there's some people say that's the best time for them to sell. But the truth remains that you don't want to, be buying and selling at that critical time. If you have, whatever strategy you've been using that has been working for you over the period of time, keep using it. Don't be in haste to take out your money from the market. Just leave it, because when the market will rebound, you will not know. So you don't want to, lock in your losses. You want to actually cash out big, so you want to leave it. You don't want to be in haste. So some people will say, oh, how am I going to save more? How am I going to get money? How am I going to do this? The best thing is, you are not a trader, you are an investor. So whatever you invest, just put your mind away from it, because for every recession there will always be a rebound. There will always be a positive time that will come after it. So you want to be very patient at that time, and then try to be on top of your game. Some people will say, okay, how can I make use of my retirement account? Yes, this is the time that, okay, when it depends. If you are the type that the recession is not really affecting, just leave your retirement account the way they are. But if you are the type that, oh, you are eating big, as like the recession is going to eat big, then you might want to reduce your contribution into your retirement account. Let's say, for instance, you are contributing 15% of your paycheck into your retirement account. It might be the best time to say, okay, let me reduce it to 6%, then the 7% to build my emergency fund that I'm going to be needing at any point in time, because that is when that job security is being questioned. So you want to be sure that you are doing the right thing at the right time. You want to stay positive in this time. You want to stay positive. You want to consider tax loss harvesting. How do we mean about tax loss? If you do not sell investment during a recession, consider those that will allow for tax loss harvesting. This strategy involves selling equity for less than you purchased them, and then writing them off the loss on future tax bills. But be sure you understand how it works, so that you don't you are not eligible for tax write-off. You just want to be sure how that works. So at this time, you don't want to lose your job. You want to keep it very well. So whatever will take you to keep your job very well, is it to do your best, to be indispensable at work? You want to do it just to make sure that you are not laid off your job. But even if that now occurs, your emergency fund should be there, and all your plans that you have made. This is the best time to have a side business. Have side hustle that will complement your job, so that you will be able to have enough income during recession. This is not the time to say, oh, I just want to do one job alone. I just want to be focusing. And if you want to do one job alone, must make sure that you have a plan B. It's always good. This is also the time you want to delay your retirement. If you are looking into retiring in the nearest future, if there is recession, you want to hold on, because you don't want to start spending off on your savings, your emergency fund during recession. So you want to postpone your retirement time. So you just want to put that into consideration. Yeah, if it's possible, if you're in your 60s, you are at the age of 62 and above, you can start taking your social security. Even though we financial professionals, we do suggest that you wait till your full retirement age, which is age 67, before you access your social security. But if that will impact positively on your income or on your expenses, why not? You start earning from there, because you shouldn't trade uncertainty for certainty for uncertainty. So you want to start taking out your social security to augment whatever you have as savings, and then that will ease the financial stress and the financial burden. You might want to do that. That's good. Then for people that want to move, you want to move to a bigger house, you want to move to your own house, you might want to take it slowly before recession hits. You may want to wait until after recession, because paying down payments, closing costs, all those hidden costs. You want to be sure if you are ready for that, so that you don't end up spending all your entire savings on closing costs, on paying all those things that you need to pay around it, and that can actually make somebody to be stranded. I've met a family that told me that, what, we have over $100,000 in savings, but by the time we own our house, we don't even have up to 5,000, 10,000 in savings any longer. Why? Because the closing cost was so high, and then the cost of financing a home is quite different from renting. So before you just take such decision, you want to be sure that everything is clear. It's not as if there is recession coming and all that. So you want to put that in your mind when you're doing that. Yes, you know that if you are buying a house and it's less than 20% down payment that you are putting down, there's what you call PMI, right? And that's private mortgage insurance. You want to ensure that you don't want to have that, into as a factor into what you are purchasing, so as to give you value for your money. So just try as much as possible to at least save down 20% of down payment before you say yes, you are ready to buy a house. You want to reduce your energy cost. What is utilizing your energy? You want to ensure that you are putting your mind to it. Buying smart things is better than old things that can be drawing a lot of energy, and they'll be charging you exorbitant amount of money. So you just want to avoid all those things in your house as well, because when recession comes, the bill will still keep reoccurring, and then it will put you under duress, which you don't want, right? So try as much as possible to use smart things in your house. Smart fridge, smart television, everything smart, so that it will reduce cost. Reevaluate your insurance coverage. It is very important. During the open enrollment period, you want to review your health insurance coverage. Make changes as necessary. If you're on a federal marketplace health insurance plan, open enrollment takes place in the fall. Plan towards that. If you get it through work, your open enrollment could be at any point in the year. Ask your human resources about it. Make sure you are protected. That is the main thing. Make sure you are protected at this point, because you don't want to spend all your savings on health issues. I've met someone that is she's earning so much, and she had a fall. She couldn't work for 6 months. That was when she understood the importance of having all this health insurance in places. She nearly spent all her entire savings on her ailment before she returns to work, and then she now know that, oh, I need to protect myself. You don't want to be in that shoe. You want to get your protection. If it's possible for you, open FSA or HSA. That's your health savings account, because all these are tax advantage vehicle, and you can open it at work, or flexible savings account, spending account. These are tax advantage vehicle that you can put your money into, and then of course they have their own rules, right? But you just want to make sure that you are utilizing all those tax advantage vehicle very well. I cannot underemphasize this last point. Please protect your health. Whatever we take, if it is eating well, exercising, negative, as in staying off negative vibes, doing things that will not make you to have mental shutdown or mental breakdown. Make sure that you are healthy. Stay healthy in time of recession, please. Make wellness a priority. Make health, as in your well-being, a priority. Eat fine. Engage yourself in different wellness program, and stay away from trouble. Don't always prove a point. Don't always feel sad. Try to be happy. With this, health is wealth for me. But everything we are saying is because you are healthy. Once you are not healthy, everything is meaningless. So please stay healthy. And I know that when recession comes, it's not a big deal. Recession comes and they go back. So try as much as possible to stay fit, and by the time recession is over, you are still on top of the game, and you are still flowing as if nothing even ever occurred in the first instance. So please do well to like our page, subscribe on our page. We love you. I remain your loyal girl, Olayemi Akinola. Thank you. Till we meet some other day. I remain your loyal girl. Bye.